President Emerson Mnangagwa has now signed Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 into law. Many will treat this as the end of the story. It is not. Sanabila Mashkobdani Wachinzi, 28 is not a done deal. Cap 3 is not a done deal. The crocodile has dragged a stray impala into the river. It has yet to meet the shark in deep waters. But was subscribe or like on the bill. The ink may be dry. The constitutional struggle has only entered its most important phase. Those celebrating today mistake procedure for permanence. They confuse parliamentary arithmetic with popular sovereignty. They assume that because the president signed the document, Zimbabwe has accepted it. History repeatedly warns against the assumption Cav3 did not begin in parliament. It did not begin with public hearings. It did not even begin with Resolution 1. Its origin stretched back years. To understand Cav3, one must understand the political project that has been unfolding almost since Emerson Mnangagwa entered office. This was never simply about extending terms. It was about removing every meaningful obstacle to permanent political control. The project became increasingly visible after 2019. Following the military-assisted transition of 2017, Mnangagwa owned much of his political authority to an alliance of military commanders, liberation veterans, and party elites who had collectively removed Robert Mugabe. Yet almost immediately, that coalition began to change. Senior military figures left the security establishment through retirement, diplomatic appointments, or other departures, including a series of mysterious deaths. The political influence of liberation-era actors gradually diminished. Decision-making became increasingly concentrated around the presidency and a smaller network of political and economic allies. Whether viewed as deliberate consolidation or ordinary political succession, the result was unmistakable. Fewer independent centers of influence remained capable of constraining executive power. Cap 3 represents constitutional combination of that broader trajectory. Seen in isolation, it appears to be the constitutional amendment. Seen within the context of the past 7 years, it looks very different. It becomes the legal architecture through which an already consolidated political order seeks to entrench itself further. That explains why the amendment has generated such intense opposition. The issue has never been merely about postponing elections or altering parliamentary tenure. The deeper concern is that constitutional rules are being redesigned by those who directly benefit from changing them. That strikes at one of the oldest principles of constitutional democracy. Those who exercise public power should not become judges in their own cause. Toma developments are good upon ene. Comment section medu za funga ili mtulipa msabe chitu kwa hicho. So subscribe or like, turn on the bell icon.